So this is NG, and what we're looking at here is we have a big dominant cycle broken up into minor halves, further broken up into minor quarters. Now, this little rally right here looks a little bit early. We're looking for a low to form right around the end of the month or the early part of October. So we look for this just to get one more test down and then to get that pop back to the upside that we're looking for. Our overall bias here on the intermediate term is quite positive, very reasonable for this to get a pop and then look back at that old high or around that old high around the $10 area here in NG. Certainly not a name that we are negative on at this point. If we look at the daily, this is why this rally looks a little bit early. So we have this big dominant cycle, which is then broken up into minor halves. This was the minor half right there. Then we got into the rising phase. So right now we're having a little bit of a pop here, but the cycle high has likely already formed. So this cycle would now be pushing to the downside. So we would look for this zone from 887 to 915 to be where this would fail in if this were to be still negative. If it were to get over the 78.6 at 952, we would be raising these downside forecasts here into this next corrective period with that next low due 10.4 to 10.11. So that's what we would really have our eyes on. If it fails in this zone, reasonable to get a move down to that 750 to $7 area and then to get a nice pop back up. If it ends up rallying through the 78.6, we would look for a more mild pullback and then a move back to the upside. So hopefully that's clear. If not, feel free to send me an email. But that's the overall picture here in NG. Watching this to get one more dip down into the early part of next month and looking for a long side idea in NG. Up here, we were looking for this to pull back. It did nicely. Now I just want to see this dance around here for a few weeks and spend some time building out here, and then we can look for a nice push likely back to the upside.